Hello and welcome back to Daily English Upgrade. Today, we have an important story for you. A story about a young man who discovered the secret to achieving big dreams. This secret is not complicated, it is not magical, but it is very powerful. It is the power of small, consistent steps. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a big dream, a goal that seemed too difficult to achieve? Maybe you want to learn English fluently. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to become healthier. These dreams can feel very big, and sometimes they feel impossible. But what if I told you there is a simple way to achieve them, a way that anyone can follow? Our story begins in a small office building in a busy city. In this building worked a young man named Leo. Leo was 24 years old, and he worked as an assistant at a marketing company. Leo had a big dream. He wanted to become a graphic designer. He loved creating beautiful images on the computer. He enjoyed thinking about colors and shapes and designs. But there was a problem. Leo did not have any formal training. He did not go to design school. He did not know how to use the professional design software. Every day, Leo would look at beautiful designs online. He would see amazing posters, websites, and logos, and he would think, I want to do that. But then he would think about everything he needed to learn. He needed to learn complex computer programs. He needed to understand color theory. He needed to study typography. He needed to build a portfolio. The list felt endless. It felt overwhelming. Leo would come home from work tired. He would eat dinner, watch television, and go to bed. He told himself he was too tired to learn design. He told himself he did not have enough time. This continued for months. Leo dreamed his big dream, but he did nothing to make it real. He felt frustrated. He felt stuck. One Wednesday afternoon, everything changed. Leo's company hired a new senior designer. Her name was Maria. Maria was about 40 years old and she was very successful. She created beautiful designs for big clients. Leo was assigned to help Maria with her first project. He was nervous to work with such an expert. On the first day, Leo noticed something interesting about Maria. She arrived at the office exactly at 8:30 every morning. She did not rush. She did not look stressed. She placed her bag on her desk, and then she did something surprising. She opened her design program, and she worked on a personal project for exactly 30 minutes. Leo watched her for 3 days, every morning the same routine. On the fourth day, Leo could not contain his curiosity. "Excuse me, Maria," he said during their coffee break. "I notice you work on personal designs every morning. What is that project?" Maria smiled. "It is my children's book," she said. "I am writing and illustrating a book for my niece." "That is amazing," Leo said. "How do you find the time, and how do you have the energy after work?" Maria shook her head gently. "I do not work on it after work," she explained. "I work on it only in the morning for 30 minutes. That is all." Leo looked confused. "But how can you make progress with only 30 minutes? That is not enough time." "Ah," Maria said, "that is where you are wrong. Let me show you something." She opened her laptop and showed Leo the book. There were already 25 beautiful pages completed. Each page had detailed illustrations and carefully written text. Leo was astonished. "How long have you been working on this?" he asked. "For 100 days," Maria said. "I work for 30 minutes every morning without exception. 30 minutes does not seem like much, but 100 days of 30 minutes, that is 50 hours of work. 50 hours is enough to create something wonderful." Leo thought about this. 50 hours. He spent more than 50 hours each month watching television. He wasted time every evening scrolling on his phone. This is the power of small, consistent steps, Maria said. You do not need giant leaps. You need small, regular steps. If you want to learn design, you can do the same. Leo felt a spark of hope. Maybe his dream was not impossible. That evening, Leo went home and made a plan. He decided to learn graphic design by taking small, consistent steps. His goal was small. He would study for 20 minutes every morning before work, just 20 minutes. The first morning was difficult. His alarm rang at 6:30. He felt tired. He wanted to sleep more. But he remembered Maria's words. He remembered her beautiful book. He got out of bed. He made a simple breakfast. Then he sat at his small table with his computer. He opened a free design program. He watched one beginner lesson. The lesson was only 15 minutes long. He practiced for 5 minutes. Then he closed his computer and got ready for work. He felt a small sense of accomplishment. It was a good feeling. The second morning was also difficult. He felt lazy. He thought about skipping one day, but he did not. He watched another lesson. He practiced for 5 minutes. After 1 week, Leo noticed something. The mornings were becoming easier. His body was adjusting to the new routine. He learned about basic shapes. He learned about color palettes. He learned about layers. Each lesson was small. Each practice session was short, but he was doing it every day. After 2 weeks, Leo could create simple shapes and combine colors. His designs were not professional, but they were better than before. He started to enjoy his morning sessions. He looked forward to them. They gave him energy for the day. 1 month passed. Leo had completed 30 days of consistent practice. He had spent 10 hours learning design. 10 hours. He had never spent 10 hours on his dream before. He showed Maria his progress. She was impressed. "You are learning very quickly," she said. "Consistency is a great teacher." Leo felt proud. For the first time, he believed he could really become a designer. But then something happened. Leo's company started a big new project. The work became very busy. Leo had to work longer hours. He felt more tired in the mornings. One Tuesday, he slept through his alarm. He woke up late and had to rush to work. He did not do his 20 minutes of design practice. The next day, he almost skipped again. He was so tired, he thought, one more day will not matter. But then he thought about his streak, 30 days of consistent practice. He did not want to break the chain. He forced himself to open his computer. He practiced for only 10 minutes that day, but he practiced. This was an important lesson for Leo. He learned that some days are difficult. Some days you cannot do your full routine, but you can always do a little. You can always take a small step. Perfection is not the goal, he remembered Maria saying. Consistency is the goal. Leo continued his practice. Some days he practiced for 20 minutes. Some days he practiced for only 5 minutes, but he never missed a day completely. After 3 months, Leo had created his first complete design. It was a simple logo for an imaginary coffee shop. He showed it to Maria. "This is excellent work, Leo," she said. "You have learned so much." Leo felt incredible. He had created something from nothing. He had started with zero knowledge, and now he could make a real logo. This was only the beginning. Leo's journey was about to become even more interesting. He was about to face his biggest challenge yet. But that is a story for our next part. Leo's success with the coffee shop logo filled him with new confidence. He continued his morning practice routine, but now he added something new. He started working on small, real projects for friends and family. He designed a simple invitation for his sister's birthday. He created a flyer for his friend's music band. Each project taught him something new. Each design challenge helped him grow. One morning, Maria called Leo into her office. "Leo, we have a problem," she said. "Our company needs to design a brochure for the new city library, but our design team is very busy with other projects." Maria looked at Leo seriously. "Would you like to try to design this brochure? It is a real project for a real client." Leo felt both excited and terrified. This was his first professional opportunity. But what if he failed? What if his designs were not good enough? "I am not sure I can do it," Leo said honestly. "I am still learning." Maria smiled. "You have been learning consistently for months," she said. "You have built a strong foundation. Now it is time to take the next small step." Leo took a deep breath. He remembered how far he had come with just 20 minutes each day. He decided to be brave. "Okay," he said, "I will try." That evening, Leo felt very nervous. He looked at the project requirements. The brochure needed to be professional, attractive, and informative. He sat at his computer and opened his design program. His mind felt empty. He could not think of any good ideas. "This is too big," he thought. "I cannot do this." But then he remembered Maria's advice about small steps. He did not need to design the entire brochure in one evening. He just needed to start with one small part. He decided to focus only on the cover, just the front page. That was his goal for tonight. He researched other library brochures. He looked at different color schemes. He experimented with fonts. After 2 hours, he had a simple cover design. It was not perfect, but it was a start. The next day, he showed the cover to Maria. "This is a good beginning," she said. "Now work on the inside layout, just one section at a time." Leo continued this approach. Each day, he worked on one small part of the brochure. One day he worked on the header. Another day he worked on the images. Another day he worked on the text formatting. He did not try to do everything at once. He took consistent, small steps. After 2 weeks, the brochure was complete. Leo looked at his work. He felt proud. It was not perfect, but it was good. It was professional. Maria submitted the brochure to the library committee. Now the waiting began. Leo felt anxious. What if the library did not like his design? 3 days later, Maria called Leo into her office again. Her face was serious. "Leo, I have news from the library," she said. Leo's heart beat fast. He prepared for bad news. "They love your brochure," Maria said, breaking into a big smile. "They said it is exactly what they wanted. They are very happy with your work." Leo could not believe it. His design was accepted. A real client liked his work. This success changed everything for Leo. The marketing company decided to give him more design projects. He was no longer just an assistant. He was becoming a designer. But with more responsibility came new challenges. Leo now had bigger projects and tighter deadlines. He started working longer hours. He stayed late at the office. He worked on weekends. Slowly, something began to happen. Leo stopped his morning practice routine. He was too tired to wake up early. He thought he did not have time for it anymore. At first, he did not notice any difference. He was busy with work after all. But after 1 month, Leo started feeling different. He felt tired all the time. His designs became less creative. He felt stressed and unhappy. One day, he designed a logo for a new client. The client did not like it. They said it was not creative enough. Leo felt devastated. He had worked so hard on that logo. That evening, he sat in his apartment, feeling frustrated. What was happening? Why was his work getting worse instead of better? He thought about the past few months. He realized he had stopped learning. He had stopped growing. He was only doing his work assignments, but he was not practicing new skills. He was not experimenting. He had abandoned the very habit that helped him succeed in the first place. The habit of consistent, small steps toward improvement. The next morning, Leo made an important decision. He would return to his morning routine, no matter how busy he was. He set his alarm for 30 minutes earlier. When it rang, he felt very tired, but he remembered how he felt when he stopped growing. He got out of bed, he made coffee, he sat at his computer. But this time, he did not work on client projects. He worked on a personal design project. He experimented with new techniques. He tried things he had never tried before. He spent 30 minutes exploring and learning. That day at work, he felt different. He felt more creative. He had new ideas for his projects. Leo continued this new routine. Every morning, he dedicated 30 minutes to learning and experimentation, not for work, but for himself. He discovered that this morning learning time made him better at his job. It gave him fresh ideas. It kept his skills sharp. Months passed. Leo became known as one of the most creative designers in the company. He received more important projects. He even won a design award for a campaign he created. One afternoon, a young intern named Sarah approached him. "Excuse me, Leo," she said nervously. "I want to become a designer too. How did you learn so much? Did you go to a special school?" Leo smiled. He remembered asking Maria the same question. "No, I did not go to design school," he said. "I learned through small, consistent steps. Every morning I practice and learn. It is that simple." "That sounds too slow," Sarah said. "I want to learn quickly." Leo nodded. "I understand," he said. "I felt the same way. But now I know consistency is faster than you think, because you never stop moving forward." He showed Sarah his learning journal. He had recorded every morning session for over a year. "Look at this," he said. "1 year of small steps. That is over 300 hours of learning and practice. 300 hours can change your life." Sarah looked amazed. "I never thought about it that way," she said. This was Leo's new realization. The power of small steps was not just for beginners. It was for everyone who wanted to keep growing. It was a lifelong habit. Leo continued to grow as a designer. He never stopped learning. He never stopped taking small steps forward. And then something wonderful happened. Maria announced she was moving to another city. The company needed a new senior designer. Leo applied for the position. He was nervous, but he felt ready. He presented his portfolio to the company directors. He showed them all the designs he had created. He told them about his learning journey. The directors were very impressed. They saw not just his talent, but his dedication. They saw his consistency. 1 week later, Leo received the news. He got the promotion. He was now the senior designer. He had achieved his big dream. He had become a professional graphic designer. And it all started with 20 minutes each morning. But Leo's story does not end here. The most important lesson was still to come, a lesson that would change how he saw everything. As the new senior designer, Leo now had his own office and a team to lead. He felt proud of his achievement, but he also felt nervous. How could he help others the way Maria had helped him? One morning, he noticed his new intern, Sarah, looking frustrated at her computer. "What is wrong, Sarah?" Leo asked. "I have been trying to learn this design technique for 3 hours," she said. "I cannot understand it. It is too difficult." Leo smiled. He remembered feeling exactly the same way. "Come with me," he said. "Let us try a different approach." He sat with Sarah and showed her how to break the technique into small parts. "We will learn just this first step today," he said. "Only this one small part. Tomorrow we will learn the next part." Sarah looked relieved. "This seems much easier," she said. After 1 week of small daily lessons, Sarah mastered the technique. She felt confident and happy. "Thank you, Leo," she said. "I was ready to give up, but you showed me how to take small steps." This experience taught Leo the most important lesson of all. The power of small steps was not just for learning design. It was for learning anything. It was for achieving any dream. Whether you want to learn English, start a business, get healthy, or develop any new skill, the method is the same. Small, consistent actions create big results over time. Now, let us review some important words and ideas from our story. The first phrase is small steps. Small steps mean doing a little bit regularly instead of trying to do everything at once. Leo took small steps by practicing for 20 minutes each day. The next word is consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly without stopping. Leo showed consistency by practicing every morning, even when it was difficult. Another important word is progress. Progress means moving forward, getting better, improving. Leo made progress in design by taking small, consistent steps. And finally, we have the word foundation. A foundation is the strong base that supports something. Leo built a strong foundation in design through his consistent practice. Let us repeat these words together. Small steps, consistency, progress, foundation. Very good. So what is the moral of our story? What can we learn from Leo's journey? We learn that big dreams are achieved through small, consistent actions. You do not need to make giant leaps. You only need to move forward a little each day. If you want to learn English, do not try to learn everything in one day. Learn 5 new words today. Practice listening for 10 minutes tomorrow. Read one short story the next day. These small actions may seem insignificant, but when you repeat them consistently, they create amazing progress. Think about your own life. What is one dream you have? What is one small step you can take today? Maybe you can learn 3 new English words. Maybe you can listen to one English song and try to understand the lyrics. Maybe you can practice speaking for 5 minutes. The size of the step does not matter. What matters is that you take it, and then take another one tomorrow. This is the secret that Leo discovered. This is the secret that successful people everywhere use. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They do not wait until they have lots of time. They start small and they stay consistent. You can do this too. You can achieve your dreams one small step at a time. Thank you for listening to today's story on Daily English Upgrade. If you enjoyed learning about consistency and want to continue improving your English with us, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button if this story helped you, and share in the comments below what is one small step you will take today toward your dreams. We love to hear from you. Remember, every big journey begins with a small step. Every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker started with just one word. Take your small step today, keep moving forward, and we will see you in the next story. Goodbye.